What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Smooth the Barber. I'm coming at you with a bald fade. I'm going to start by spraying holding spray on my client, on his hairline and his beard line. I do this at the beginning of every single haircut. What it does is it sits the entire haircut until I'm ready to come back and shape them up, and it gives me a crispy line, especially when that hair or that scalp is clean. So next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start balling them out with my Wahl balding clippers, about midway. And once you know where your line's gonna be, just try to be consistent all the way around. It's that simple. And in my bald phase, I use a slight arch instead of just a straight line. I put a slight arch in the line all the way around. Kind of basically just do it like the shape of the head. It's gonna create a better fade illusion towards the end. Then I come back with my Wahl 5-star cordless. I got the clippers about halfway open, and I'm creating a line of demarcation from bald to shallow to dark. Next, what I'll be doing is I'll close my clippers all the way, and I'll erase that initial line of demarcation. So that first line is gone. If you do this right, you should have no problem getting that line out of there. By the way, I love Wahl clippers. Wahl and Andis clippers I'm really big on. Next, what I'll do is open my clippers all the way up about 3/4 and really just erase that line that was there. Then I'll come back with my one guards, my Wahl one guard. I got them clippers all the way open, creating a new line of demarcation. And I'll do this all the way around. Stay consistent. Then you come back with that half guard. Your half guard, you can do some trigger play, just to find that sweet spot. If you're not sure, start with the clippers all the way open with the half guard and close them until that line starts to fade out of there. I keep that comb with me. I like using the comb over the brush a lot of times. The comb just seems a little bit more clean. And in our state, for the state board requires you use a comb pretty much most of the time. Then you come back with that one half guard. And same thing here, one half guard, I probably start about halfway open with my clippers. Find the sweet spot. Don't go up too high because you don't want your fade looking crazy. You want it consistent. As you see, that fade is coming in nicely. Very nice. You come back with your one guards closed. Make sure you get all those little small dark spots that you might have left when you had it completely open. Then finally I come back with my two guard. That two guard, and it's halfway open. And what I'm doing in this clip is debulking but keeping it dark. That's why you come back with that two guard. His hair is long enough where if I use my two guard correctly, I can continue to transition the fade, but it's not going to take off a lot of hair. And that's the whole thing about using your big guards. Leave them open, just a little bit of trigger play to just debulk, pick out those dark spots. Find the dark spots, attack them, and get them out of there. That's what I'm doing with this. Comb it real good. Clippers on top. What I do on top is I start with my clippers open with that one guard, because you want to keep it dark. And the closer you get to the transitional portion of the fade, that's the more you close it. But when you're on top, most men, you don't need to cut their hair super low on top unless they just want it super low. But with this fade from dark to bald, you keep it open. See, that's how you drop your clippers, doing stuff like that. Then you come and do a little cleanup, a little detail work, down fading, clippers all the way open, never close when you're doing it like that. When you got that bare blade touching the skin, that clipper should be completely open. And always do some cleanup work. Always do detailing. Just fading the top of the beard. You start all the way closed, and do it. Then you transition to all the way open. Come back, you comb your tape line, your edge. Try to stay as close to the front as you can, but you gotta find the line. You gotta find the area where the hair is consistent all the way throughout. If you don't, that's the time when you decide you have to do a little slight pushback. And if you have to do that, you just tell your client. Anything that happens in the cut that may go wrong, let your client know from the jump. Don't try to hide stuff, just let them know. Then tell them, hey, I made this mistake, I can conceal it. But there's no mistake with this haircut, so all we doing is we just getting that box clean. Wall to wall, cleaning things up. Anything you see, clean it up. One thing when you're edging anybody up, you always should comb that hair, stretch it out as far as you can to edge it. Make sure everything's extended. And right here on the top of the beard, on this left side, I usually use my left hand, but as you see, using the left hand and trying to film, kind of gets in the way. Come back with the right side. I use my right hand. Stay high. With those beards, these guys are trying to make sure their beards stay as high as possible. So be attentive of that when you're going around. Stretch that hair, comb it out, stretch it. Then you start trimming it. Listen, guys, especially young guys who may watch this video, anytime you're edging somebody up, comb the hair first. Comb it out good. Spray holding spray on it if you already haven't. Then edge it up. That's where you're going to get the true length of it. That's the whole point about combing it when cutting. You pull that hair out and edge. Make sure your clippers aren't so sharp that they're going to just tear somebody's face up. If you do have the hitters, sometimes your hitters can be that sharp. But when you have the hitters, you have to have a clipper that you can use on the baby to use around somebody's face. And I do have clippers for that, but fortunately, my Andis Gtx Cordless are sharp enough, but still smooth enough that they won't hurt anybody's face. I'm detailing this fade, man. I'm just balling everything out. These are the Wahl shavers, the 5-star shavers. I've had them so long, man, I really need to replace them, but they're just my babies. And I come back and hit them with a little enhancement on the beard. I got my fine brush that kind of pinpoints things. Just brush it down. Once you put that semi-permanent on there, just brush it in. Like painting. Be cautious. Dab it and brush, dab and brush, dab and brush. Straight line, dab and brush. Well, stay straight on the line. Stay consistent on the line. Dab and brush, dab and brush. Sometimes you have to layer it. Then after that, you really blow dry it with cool air. Then come back and hit it with your permanent hold. This has got to be glued. You just blow drying it. What I'm doing is blow drying it right now. And you come back and tap that line one more time. Getting them angles. Getting that crispy. Once you hit it with that got to be glued and you really seal everything with that air, nothing's gonna move. It's not gonna move. Use them corners. See, you can't do this with clippers that hurt somebody's face. You can't put that corner of that blade on somebody's face if they're too sharp. So you got to be cautious of that. You see my man, he's sitting back, he relaxed, he's comfortable. Come and pick that hair out. It's always about stretching that hair out. We come back to it, stretch it out. Then you can do some sculpting and some carving. And I love sculpting and carving with my Andis Cordless Special Edition. I love doing my carving with those. Come back and tap everything with that line, man. That's what we doing. Tapping it with that line. Tapping it with that razor. Smooth Barber. I'm gonna be bringing you more and more content. My Instagram is smooth_the barber. My TikTok is smooth_the barber. You can also find my business Facebook, smooth space capital the barber. Let me know what you think about the cut. Let me know if you feel like I can do anything better. I'm always open. Check it out. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.